Yep.
They're all just lined up nicely on the map.
They're very well behaved.
I couldn't find any other icons for the horses, otherwise I would have made them look different instead of all just the same horse.
I think it's more interesting when they're the same.
Other than Sandwich. So I'm going to give a recap of last session, but not very much happened. So, you bought some horses, and you walked for a bit. You found a grave. There was nothing in, or well, you didn't find anything interesting with the grave. You then started getting followed by ravens. Then you stopped for the night after kind of there's a fork in the road, and you did some role play, and that was it. Overnight, Vivian noticed some weird fog near Irene's tent, but it disappeared when she got close. When you wake up in the morning, the ravens are still there, and everything is fine. So, who is going to roll?
Roll for what?
Well, you're going to be walking, I assume. And I'll need to prepare the canvas. So... Okay.
What are we rolling for? Sorry, Holly interrupted me.
The random encounters when I...
Or maybe you roll.
I can roll.
Trying to make us do your rolling for you. How dare you?
Thought you might enjoy rolling. Okay.
How dare you involve us in D&D?
How dare you think of us?
I don't want to even bother rolling. I mean, okay.
Hopefully it's ravens again, and then we can just...
Even more ravens.
Really?
At some point it will get scary for everyone, okay?
Now it's just
Okay.
Tracks are having fun.
Right. So, what would you like to do when you wake up in the morning?
I mean, maybe talk to Irina. Wait, is it Irina or Verena?
Irina.
Irina. Okay. I just thought I heard someone say the other day it with a V, but that just could have been me not hearing it properly. So probably should tell Irina about the mist that was coalescing around her tent.
Okay. I think when you tell her that, she kind of says, "Oh, all right. I don't remember anything during the night, but if it went, that's great, right?"
Yes, it did dissipate, and we kept watch over your tent to make sure it didn't come back. Do you know what this is? Is this Strahd?
I don't know. I mentioned to Quinn that there was some fog the last couple of the couple of times that Strahd managed to get into the house, but every time that happened, I couldn't really remember much.
I mean, it seemed pretty easily scared off just by somebody else being there. So maybe if when we're traveling every night, we make sure somebody's looking over your tent.
Be great.
I wonder what like qualifies as being observed. Like whether you could get like a guard dog at night and like them being there and seeing what's happening would like put him off.
Maybe. We did leave the dog back with my brother.
Good. Maybe we could find another one. I mean, we just stumbled on that one, so
Maybe it'll turn up.
This might be a dumb question, but do the horses count?
that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, great.
Great minds. Maybe we could
Yeah.
put Grand Slam touchdown on guard duty.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's pretty intimidating.
Yeah, I think he has like a really keen eye as well, you know.
Yeah. Nothing escapes him.
Nothing. These horses were a great investment. But I suppose like the 50 million birds didn't count.
Yeah, they were probably watching all night.
Unless, like I was saying, they were Strahd's birds. He lives in a, well, I am assuming that if there is an intimidating guy called Strahd and there is a fancy intimidating castle, that he might be the one in residence there.
I feel like last time Arena would have butted in and I just forgot that Arena was there. But she would know that Castle Ravenloft is Strahd's castle.
Damn it,
That's
Arena, why
just-
didn't you tell us?
I forgot to mention. Oops. Yeah, I think that's pretty common knowledge for people who've lived here that Castle Ravenloft is where Strahd lives. So Ashiok, unlike the previous night, you do not have any nightmares. You sleep normally, and you feel normal when you wake up.
Great.
Traxer, you do get nightmares. You are still full of nightmares.
Still nightmaring?
This baby can hold so many nightmares.
I imagine with Trex's nightmares that she like screams in her sleep.
Oh, okay. Good to know now.
Yeah, everybody take a point of exhaustion.
Who's bunking with Traxer?
She was out by the horses.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great. So she was like right next to me because I was also next to Grand Slam touchdown.
Yeah.
And she's spooking the horses the entire night.
And it's even more horrifying if you imagine the freaking smile, like so like it's not moving. The scream is just emitting from this like stone cold smile.
Yeah, okay. So in the middle of the night, like Ashiok just kind of like comes over into Quinn's tent and he's like, I'm just going to sleep here for the rest of the night. Like, don't ask.
What's happening? Why? No, you made me aware of the screaming. I was so asleep before.
Well, I'm not.
Is this the thing you're afraid of? Are you afraid of screaming?
Do you want to go sleep next to her?
No, I really don't.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay, fine. I'll scoot over. But why'd you pick like the second biggest person's tent to like come sleep in?
First of all,
Mm-hmm.
not Julian. Second of all, Vivian would kill me.
Yeah, I as soon as you yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, fine. You can stay in this tent.
Yeah. Thanks, Quinn. I owe you one.
No problem. I'll definitely hold you to that.
I love them being buff bros. I love them.
It's like the friend scene where like who is it? It's Joey and Ross cuddle or something, and then everybody catches them and they're like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly like that.
It's the best night's sleep I ever had, Ashiok.
It's very warm and comfy.
Yeah.
There's Quinn just having to convince everyone she's not straight.
Yeah, like Julian feels like so betrayed. He's like, "Oh my god, Quinn, you've lied to me
Just
this
like sees
entire
them both
time.
walking.
You bitch."
It's not what it looks like, I swear to God.
Just like sees them walking out of the same tent like in the morning. It's just like how there's like gay gasp. Like how could you?
Yeah, Ashok's like really disheveled, from like being outside and stuff. So it looks even worse.
Quinn goes to hand over her gold star.
No.
Oh, it said the fucking date right on the form.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, we.
So we didn't have an exhaustion night of sleep. Trax is awake. How's Traxa looking and vibing? And is she still around the camp?
I mean, I assume she's not phenomenal after a whole night of nightmares.
Yup.
But
Does she keep to herself or does she come talk to anybody?
she's probably staying near her donkey friend, her mule friend.
Okay.
I'll give like Quinn a nudge and be like,
Mm.
should we like go check on her? Like go talk to her or something?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean, you're the one that was through it. Did you want to talk to people after it?
Well, no, but
Mm.
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
I'm
she
not
takes
good with this kind of stuff.
And Quinn like looks around at the party and then like very slowly looks back and is like, I don't think anybody here is good at this type of stuff. So if it's gonna be somebody, maybe we should go do it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe both of us is less intimidating.
Yeah, 2 6 foot/6 foot something people walking up to you, like when you're that size, that's not intimidating at all.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could.
well, when you put it like that.
We'll crouch
mean-
down, we'll crouch down.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
would you rather have 2 6 foot something people walking towards you, or 1 4'11" Vivians?
This is a good question.
Or even one Julian.
Truly terrifying.
1 Julian of any size. How tall is Julian actually? Is he a manler or?
Well, I mean he's like average height. but I think amongst with Ashiok and Quinn looks a lot shorter. I guess he's like 5'10".
Hmm.
Okay. So he's not he's not a short king.
No, one of my few non-short king characters.
And then we went and fucked that up.
I mean, I think it would be quite funny for Ashiok to call him a short king, just to piss him off. He's like, no, what? I'm average. I'm average, I swear.
I'll
Did you
find a
know
way
that the
to.
average height for a human is actually 5'9", so I'm actually 1 inch above average, so I think you're fine.
Don't worry, Ashiok, he says that all the time. He has it like just to go, like he's memorized it.
It's okay to be short, Julian. It's it's fine to be insecure. We're not judging you for it. Looking down at him.
Oh my god.
Is Quinn above average for a half orc, or
I didn't even think of that. Like, I didn't even think of like orc height. I just like was like this height because I was like on my buff spectrum of buff ladies. What height is Quinn?
wait, is she a half orc or a full-blooded orc?
She is a half orc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is the default race half orc and not just orc? Is it because orcs are like always chaotic evil, so they needed? Oh yeah, you have to have some human heritage in order to be a
Yeah.
character capable of some morals.
Yeah, I think it's like old game stuff that got carried forward, and now it's like be whatever you want. You're not defined as evil by your race, like. But yeah.
Because I've always wondered if half orc just means one parent was an orc, the other parent was a human, or if like half orcs had like some orc ancestry, some orc human ancestry, but like both of their parents were also half orcs. Because I guess if
Yeah, they can be like two half orcs. It can be an orc and a human. It could be like an orc and a different race too. You could have like a half orc, like half dwarf or something if you wanted to. It's just the default one's human.
half orc, half dwarf just comes out like completely average in height.
But real fucking stonk, like real strong.
Oh no, but what if it came out with like weird proportions, like a half halfling, half orc, and like you just end up with like a halfling sized head, but like an orc sized body.
This is in the computer game version. Like when AI tries to produce a half orc. But yes. Okay, so Quinn and Ashiok are going over to Traxa, trying to be really unintimidating.
I mean,
It's like
she's
crab
not
walk
scared
up
of
to
you.
her.
I know she's not. She's scared Quinn before, like. Oh, but yeah. Hey Traxa, how's it going?
Okay.
Yeah, you sure about that? Because I know what those pies can do.
Yeah, I just didn't sleep well.
Yeah, I think everybody heard.
What?
You were screaming like just so loud. Like you're very quiet normally in every day-to-day life, but at nighttime you were screaming so loud.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah. I suppose that's why we came over to ask if you were all right.
Maybe the ghost really did take me over.
What do you mean? What ghost?
It was in my dreams.
Okay. Did this ghost look like it? Do you have any information about the ghost?
It looks like a lot like our new friend who at a game, I can't remember how to pronounce her name. Arena.
Arena.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like her.
Hmm. 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 Quinn just looks over to see what Arena's doing right now.
Quinn's just thinking, damn, I wish I had that dream.
Yeah, like, I want to be haunted.
She just kept stabbing me over and over and then drowning me. I just wanted to die and I couldn't.
Ooh, that's not a fun dream. Ashiok, were your dreams like that when you had the pie?
Well, not exactly like that. I mean, I think they were kind of like my own personal dreams. I don't know. Are are you like scared of her specifically?
No, I have dreams of all you killing me most of the time, but this one was just more graphic.
Oh.
Oh,
Who out of the party killed you the most graphically?
Vivian.
Ah.
She
That's
has some weird obsession with my organs and pulling them out of me.
Oh no.
No, turns out that's not even a dream. That's just Traxor waking up in the middle of the night.
She's been harvesting organs every night.
Traxor's just like, why do I always wake up in a bath full of ice?
Okay, I'm sorry. This is probably like traumatic asking you about that. It's like interesting from the outside, but like I'm really sorry you had to have those dreams.
yeah, maybe we shouldn't be asking.
Yeah, good call. See, I told you that we were all bad at this.
Well, at least you didn't ask Vivian to do it for you. That would have been the worst decision.
You know though, Trex, if you ever have these dreams and stuff and it's not getting better, you can tell us about it.
Oh, I've had nightmares about everyone I know most of my life, so it's not new.
Oh. Seriously?
Yeah. Most of them are during the day. It's kind of why I don't like talking to people.
God, that must be awful. I mean, did it happen around us? I could see why it would happen around us. We're kind of strangers. If it happened around people you knew properly before, then yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets better.
Have you ever, like, seen anybody about it or talked to someone about that?
They just tell me to get over it.
I don't think it's that easy as getting over it. Otherwise, you probably would have done it already.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the rest of the party, but if you're ever worrying about something, you can just ask me, and I'll try to help you not worry about it.
Okay.
All right. Do you think having those nightmares last night will affect how you're traveling today?
No.
No. Well, that's good at least. And I suppose we have our new friends to make traveling easier. But yeah, me and Ashiok just wanted to check in, make sure you're okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah. And your dreams were all right, weren't they, Ashiok?
Yeah, today, last night I was fine.
Yeah.
So it gets better. Eventually.
Yeah. maybe if we do enough traveling today, we can sort of mentally fast forward that process and you can get through a few nights quickly.
I miss my pies.
Yeah, I get that, but you know, actually I'm really bad at seeing the bright side of things, so I mean like that sucks. Asher, do you have any pearls of wisdom?
Um, no.
Shit.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I didn't really expect you to have nightmares when you were like awake. I thought they were like a sleeping thing.
I don't think those are from the pies.
Well, while we're all stuck here, if we ever find a solution, we'll try help you out. We're a team now, so, you know, many shoulders to carry a weight makes carrying the weight easier.
I hope I'm not that heavy.
No, I mean, Ashiok's lifted you before, so.
Yeah, you're kind of like a backpack. It's not that bad.
Yeah. Well, if you're doing okay, I might head to help pack things up so we can get going. Because apparently that right there is Strahd's house, and unless we want to pay him a visit, which we could, that's an option. But if we don't want to pay him a visit, we should probably get going.
How did we learn that was Strahd's house?
Oh, when Arena woke up this morning, she said, like, oh my god, it totally slipped my mind, but that's Strahd's house.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be suspicious, I'm sorry.
But yeah, how does everybody feel about leaving, like, as soon as we can? Maybe getting some breakfast and then going?
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Cool.
So you eat your breakfast and you get going. The ravens are still following you. They haven't really done anything other than watch you since they arrived yesterday. And you travel for about an hour and a half, and everything seems pretty normal. You're on kind of a path between in a forest between some trees, but you can kind of see up ahead. It seems to open out a bit onto some hills again. But as you walk up ahead, you see a gaunt figure with quite wild hair, kind of bare feet, and they're running towards you on all fours, and they're wearing a tattered gown with animal skins on it. They stop and sniff the air, and they let out kind of a crazed laugh. And the ground nearby is kind of covered with twigs that seem to be moving on their own. Roll initiative.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Happy missing combat.
Oh, we're being attacked by a weird little guy.
It's a funny little guy.
I'd love to be attacked by a funny little guy.
Is that a person just running on all fours?
Yeah, it's just like a person. It looks like they've been living out in the wilderness for a bit too long.
He's just a little guy.
It's
And they
the
were
future
running,
of Julian.
running on all fours, like that weird gif of that Sophie sent a couple of weeks ago.
What?
What?
Am I thinking of the wrong person? Did someone else send it?
I don't know what GIF you're talking about at all.
I think I might have put it in the chat.
Oh, maybe. I think I got the video on my phone.
I know we mentioned
I know
it.
we mentioned it.
I can't think what you're talking about.
No, just carry on with the.
Okay.
Terrifying.
Ava, could you roll for your character and the owl, please?
Okay. Do.
Oh yes, that.
No, I got a 9. Little owl got a 6.
Right. Okay, so we'll start at the top. Danny and Joseph, you both got the same. So it doesn't matter who goes first because I think you both have the same initiative modifier as well.
Do you mean me and Joseph? So we both got 20.
Oh, I was looking at passive perception. But
Oh.
yes, it is you and Joseph.
Does it normally go by who's got a higher dex?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think you have the same.
Great.
You're at the top of my list. You can go first if you want.
And by you, do you mean me or do you mean Joseph?
Elliot.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm gonna just start us off with a cheeky, vicious mockery, as one does. Yeah. So wisdom saving throw.
Is it a 13? Does that pass?
That does not pass. So 1d4. So it takes 3 psychic damage and has disadvantage on the next attack roll. And the insult is probably a very crude thing, just about what the fuck is that? What are you even doing? What even is that? He's just a weird guy. What are his animal skins? Like, it's terrible fashion. I should come up with like some actual insults at some point instead of just vaguely saying shit. Right, and I'm also gonna toss out a bardic inspiration to Quinn.
Thank you.
Right, Traxor, it is your turn.
Okay. What did Vicious Mockery makes it have disadvantage on what?
Attack rolls.
Okay, so I will wait on mine then for that. Yeah, I guess we will just shoot that with our crossbow here, because fuck whatever that actual nightmare is. 10.
That does not hit.
Okay. And yeah, that's... I still have nothing to do in bonus actions. So,
Okay.
yep.
Right, it is the guy's turn. I haven't managed to find an appropriate token yet. So instead, who am I going to use? I mean, the default is usually just Bernie. So you're going to be fighting Bernie Sanders.
No.
Bernie Sanders crawling towards you on all fours. What do you do?
I'm once again asking for your soul.
I was going to say, I'm once again asking you to roll initiative.
There we go.
And he's got some other weird little guys with him.
Got some little guys.
The twigs are alive?
Time for fire.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no spells. Okay. Right. He is going to kind of run up to the, I guess, what is it? It's a cube shooting from you. That's fine. It's kind of going to run up to here. No, the best position. Yeah, because I think he can get the most people here. So he's going to cast Thunder Wave. I'm going to need Quinn, Vivian, and Vivian's owl to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
$18.
Okay.
God, I don't even know what to roll for the owl. Let me.
Oh. Okay. That was a terrible roll. Vivian, you take 2 damage. Quinn, you take 4, and you are pushed back 10 foot.
Fucking weird.
And
How'd
when you finally,
you do a saving throw for something? What? Because mine's just calculated for me. How do you know what, like, a random fucking?
It should be like, it should have proficiency in 2 saves, but mostly it'll just be whatever the stat is. So mostly it'll just be whatever its con is. That's the saving throw.
see if I can find it. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like an owl has -1 to Constitution.
Okay, so 12.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Oh, well,
so it
I-
takes 2 damage.
well, it dies then.
Oh.
I forgot how little health it has.
I didn't know. Oh, yeah.
But it can come back, right? It's easy to bring back.
Yeah, it's a magical thing, so I assume it's the same one as
Yeah.
before. It just needs to be like summoned again from the plane. Although it could be just a different spirit or whatever.
Mm.
We'll have to find a different owl when it comes back.
No, not Hootie, not Hootie.
Oh my God.
Okay. So that was its turn. And then Ashiok, it is your turn.
Okay. Where? Oh, I'm the crab.
Yeah. You asked me to keep you as the crab
Yeah.
instead of actually putting your token in.
Yeah, so it just took me a second. So I'm just going to beat up Bernie Sanders with my greatsword. It's a 13 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. 14 damage.
14 damage.
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
The real Bernie could tank that.
Ernie is looking injured. He's not looking great. And would you like to do any bonus actions?
No.
Okay. And then it is Quinn's turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Are we still on our horses? I'm assuming. Are we off our horses or?
I was going to have a look at. I assume you got off your horses.
Yeah, we coming.
It's like I need to Google. Movement. It's not. Yeah, so it's half your speed to dismount.
Okay, well, I still have enough movement left to. I'm gonna, when the battle starts, pull out my shield, but not actually pull out my weapon yet. I'm gonna run towards Bernie. I'm just gonna fucking sucker punch him in the face. For my action, I'd like to sucker punch Bernie Sanders.
Roll to sucker punch.
Thank you. 25.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, because I took Tavern Brawler, my punches are D4s now. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Plus. That's 9 damage.
This little, just mad, wild guy is looking pretty awful.
Yeah.
A stiff wind will knock him down.
I'm
Have
sorry.
you got any bonus actions you want to do?
Yes, because I punched him and I have a free hand, I can use a bonus action to try to grapple him. So I would like to try to do that before he falls over.
Okay.
I feel like we're all just beating up a homeless man.
He ran
feel
at us with
bad.
4 limbs.
Look, if a homeless guy ran up to you and tried to stab you with a heroin needle,
Oh my god. Is Bardic a D6?
Yes, it's D6.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 10.
Okay, and what's this against?
I think it's contested. Let's see. What are grapple checks?
Contested by athletics. Okay.
Athletic, cool. I think the fact that he's being represented by Bernie Sanders threw me off. Like, he's not strong. It's Bernie Sanders.
You grapple Bernie.
Yes! Fucking thank you, Julian. I want to be able to do that, probably.
Yay.
Hey, sweet. So he is now grappled. I don't know if that gives people advantage. I might have to restrain him before people get advantage, but I'll double check. He's 0. He can't benefit from any bonus speed. Nothing right now, but next turn I can give him, like, I can do a lot.
Vivian, it is your turn.
Yeah. Can I use Scorching Ray?
Yes.
I make. Okay, so I create 3 rays of fire. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage. Is that 2d6 fire damage from each? Or
I think it's each, yeah.
okay, this might be a bit overkill then. So
But can you not split those up and have, like, one ray hit all 3 of them, if
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
okay, I'll do that then. So this is it's 23 to hit the Bernie. It's an 18 and a 24 to hit the 2 little leaf guys.
Nice.
And so that's 9 damage to hit Bernie. And 2 7s to hit the leafy guys.
Okay. How would you like to wipe out all 3 of these?
Well, so Vivian's just sort of stepped on the horse. I mean, she got attacked slightly, so she, like her hair's maybe like slightly disheveled because of that, and I think so. She just retaliates where she like just like holds out like both of her palms and with sort of she's got a bit of a frown, bit of a scowl on her face, and she just sort of responds by just like fucking like just 3 like I don't know, like like Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith when he's like electrocutes Mace Windu.
Yes, I think so.
So imagine it like that, but it's just rays of fire coming out, and less like creepy old man shouting, but like just imagine like sort of the beams of fire coming out of her hands, and everyone just burns. Everyone burns to death
Okay.
in a mini apocalypse.
Alright, burnt to death. Fun. And you have beaten Bernie. You burned Bernie.
Just murdered a mentally ill homeless person and some plants.
He
Bernie Sanders felt the burn.
God.
That was for Hootie.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you, burnt sir?
But like before Vivian made the attack, it's like her hair's like slightly crumpled, like just over her face, as she like blows it out of her face, in like obvious annoyance. You got to get that, convey that image.
Hell yeah.
She's pissed. You fucking dealt 2 points of damage to her. That's more offensive than dealing like 20 damage. But at least if you
Yeah.
do 20 damage, you're a threat. Doing 2 damage, that's just pissing you off. That's just shitting in your coffee.
Yeah, Julian can hurt me more with his words.
Exactly. Oh god, I hope none of our characters ever have to duel.
You mean like how we
Actually,
always end these with the battle royale?
well, no, because I'd love to have like actual in the middle of the campaign, just like random, like
Mm.
I don't know, fucking Julian throws off his left glove or whatever you're meant to do. Duel for his honor. I mean, she did call him like a fucking like second rate magic user last time, so there's definitely a bit of tension.
True.
Oof.
Although I will be honest, like Julian's a bard. He's a support class. I think he knows he wouldn't win a fight against any of you guys. So
Julian doesn't know his place. What are you talking?
true, true. That's me metagaming.
I stole the Bernie memes in the Discord. Yes. Okay, so we have no idea who the fuck this was.
It's just Ash now.
Yeah. Is there anything left that we can check over to find out like what this was before they got incinerated?
You could do an investigation check.
Uh-huh. Could I, still holding the burnt corpse, give it to somebody that looks smarter than Quinn to do an investigation check? So that they
Yeah.
don't have a -1?
How about I do an insight check and you can help me?
I'll assist you. I'll be like, here, look at this. Inside it. But do it good.
That's funny. If someone assists you, is that advantage or is that like a plus something?
Yes, you get advantage.
Oh, sick. I can never remember how to do the advantage thing, so I'm just gonna roll 2 d20s.
Yeah.
So 14 plus 4, 18.
Okay. This seems to be a magic user. And I think with that roll, you could probably guess that this was like a druid. They were definitely not very friendly. Just kind of based on how they approached you, like they would have tried to kill you even if you hadn't tried to kill them.
Julian's insight check tells him that the vibe was off
Good
due to
insight.
bad vibes.
Viv, why didn't you keep him alive? Could have at least.
No, I think it was a good
Yeah.
call eviscerating him.
Julian's gonna turn his nose up a little bit and be like, "Are all druids like this? They seem like a beastly sort."
No. I mean, like it would be different if he was like mid-animal transformation, but like he ran on all fours, like in human form, and he would know how inefficient that is. Like,
Exactly. A man who would go into combat in inefficient manner is truly more terrifying than any other.
exactly. I'm gonna go check on Brutus and make sure Brutus is okay. Because it was combat, scary for horses. This is entirely Sophie seeping through. Like Quinn wouldn't care, but I can't help it.
Quinn's gonna come round to horses just because of your influence.
Yeah, no, Quinn did see Miss Sparkles bite Julian, so she's like, okay, horses are a kind of metal, so
She goes to check
Back
on
in the
Miss
day.
Sparkles specifically.
Everyone's
good.
favorite horse, Miss Sparkles.
Julian, can we trade? Do horses eat people?
No.
Julian looks terrified at this concept.
Only
Is
Is there
Barovia.
a Greek? There's a Greek
Only
myth
Bar-
about horses eating people, isn't there?
Yeah, meat-eating horses, at least 400,000 years.
only Barovian horses eat people.
Yeah. These episodes have occurred on every continent, including Antarctica. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm distracted.
There are horses
Terrifying.
in Antarctica?
Apparently. Human-eating horses.
Today I learned.
But yes, Quinn goes to check on Brutus.
Brutus is fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Unfazed. I'm impressed. Keep it up, buddy.
Do you
Yeah.
head on?
I think so. Yeah. Is anybody shaking up about the weird dude that came to fuck with us, or is this kind of our day-to-day life now?
Sounds pretty normal for whatever the hell life is in Barovia.
Cool. Awesome. Well, let's get heading.
Yeah, you travel for about another hour. Things are calm. You exit what was kind of a little wood there for about an hour and a half, and you come to some hills that are very similar to the hills that you saw before. And in the far distance, you see what looks like it might be the top of a windmill, but it's still a couple of hours off. So it's just kind of peeking over the top of one of the hills in the distance. And then along the path in front of you, you see a figure walking along the stride and the bearing of one who knows no fear. They're wearing rusty armor and they're clutching a gleaming long sword in a pale hand. And they look ready for a fight. And you already have another fight.
Amazing.
So please roll initiative.
Fuck yeah.
Hooray for murder.
Let's go.
This is more
Oh, well.
entertaining.
Faster than year one.
Oh my god, we all fucking like crushed that.
Including
Danny.
me.
We're all just standing off like, at least no one's on all fours this time.
Yeah, exactly. You're coming up to us on twos, dude. You're not a threat.
I was hoping I'd be able to actually attack him pretty quickly, but no. I guess Viv's always last to attack. She just, you know, she
He
just like
finishes them off.
Yeah, we just gotta
Yeah,
wait
she-
for like the cannon to warm up.
she just likes to stamp the deal. You know. Oh yeah, here you go. Be reborn in righteous fire.
If we do have time before people start fighting, I just want to like yell like, just who the hell are you and what do you want? We've already had a very long morning and we've already left someone else incinerated.
Could you roll me a wisdom check? Insight check.
Yeah.
Inside.
13.
Okay. So you can see that it's intelligent, but there's a lot of hate there in its eyes.
Oh no, it's the haters. They finally got to us.
And Yeah, it kind of stumbles towards you. I think from the distance it looked a bit like a zombie. But as it gets closer, it does seem to be intelligent. Yeah.
It doesn't respond to me saying anything.
It says, "Are you a friend or a foe of Strahd?"
Well, I can't say I'm particularly I'm fairly neutral on Strahd at this point. He's haven't met the man.
He's a bit of a fucking creep.
Then we do not need to fight.
Oh.
I have these lands for those who work for Strahd only.
Interesting. How long have you
I
been?
assure you, we're definitely not on Strahd's payroll.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to hear. Are you strong?
Well, personally, I'm not exactly beefy, but some of the members of the party are pretty powerful.
There is. You said you are neutral on Strahd. If at some point you decide to change your mind, there is somebody who might be able to help you.
Who is that?
My leader, my captain, Vladimir Horngard. He is in Argenvostholt. That's how to say. It's where is Argenvostholt? I should be looking at a map while I'm saying this.
Could you also please put these names in handouts because I have no idea how to spell these.
All my notes are just vibes, just guessing.
Archibald Forst or whatever.
Argenvost.
Hargendaz.
Hargendas ice cream.
In handouts. I'll put a few things in handouts after this conversation is done, just so you can remember all of it. But he says, when you travel past Valaki, if you take a left after the bridge, you should be able to find it there. Let's go on. Page. From outside, you'll notice it from there's a big statue outside the gates of a large stone dragon. That should lead you there, and if I can get orders from my captain, I can help you if you decide to go and get Strahd.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to offer. We will certainly be bearing this in mind.
Yeah. Can I ask you about your sword? The sword that you have?
This is just a long sword.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought it was like shining.
Oh,
if-
I just clean it a lot.
Oh, right. I should
Yeah,
do
we
that
all
too.
spend a lot of time polishing our swords. We don't all need to talk about it.
Yeah, it's really obvious compared to your armor, you know? It's like when your left hand is buffer than your right.
Oh dear.
Sorry. I had an actual important like note question, and then I was like, oh, it's not actually Shay. I was gonna ask you about the sword of sunlight and everything, and then I was like, yo, dude, do you jerk off? I swear I was being a good player.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for helping and derailing this.
Okay. But at least it seems to be qualified as card 1, so Oh. Oh, I did not write it like that whatsoever, but I don't know who would. So
R.G. Vostholtz.
RG Vostel.
R.G. Vostholtz.
Oh, I
How could
spelled
I
it wrong.
No.
That's how we spell it in this campaign.
There's an N in there, which makes it worse, I think.
It does. Art mine makes sense the way I wrote it. If I write it that way, I'm not gonna know how to say it. Arjun Vladimir Horngard.
Two months, so I'll probably get lost in handouts anyway. Either through scheduling or, well, there's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot. Okay. So he still looks like quite an angry, weird undead man. But I think he's not going to stop you from leaving.
Oh, he's
He's-
undead.
He looks pretty undead. Like, he looks kind of like an intelligent zombie.
Or he's just had a very, very rough night's sleep.
I accidentally talked us out of a combat. We had a non-violent solution.
Grr.
And it's Julian of all people that did it.
That's it. The duel's happening right now. Julian, I'm angsty and I need to fight somebody, so I'm beating the shit out of you.
You already got to grapple a druid. Like, is that not
mean-
enough for you to say?
Yeah, but he was like incinerated like immediately after I grabbed him.
He literally turned to dust in my hand. It's not
Yeah.
fair.
He put up no fight. I'm antsy and I need to expend my energy. Maybe I'll go polish my sword.
Once we make camp of evening. We thank him and go on our way.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, the rest of the day, you go kind of uninterrupted, other than the hills around you, still covered in many, many graves. But you managed to get to camp that night. You find yourself kind of, as you're looking for a camp, there is kind of a crossroads, not a crossroads, it's more like there's a path going off, and a path going forward. The path going forward is signposted to the lackey, and the path going left is signposted to Granny's pies. To the left.
Granny's
and
pies.
Granny's pies.
No.
And at the top of the hill, you see what looks like kind of a bit of a rundown, kind of a little bit sad windmill.
Well, this is obviously a trap.
And I had a question. The windmill, because at the very, very start when we were playing, there was a painting of a windmill. Did it look like this one?
Oh my god! How do you remember that?
I'm a nerd for D&D.
I didn't remember that.
I wrote it down.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Because I didn't remember that was a painting of a windmill.
It was in the murder house.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's probably worth inspiration just for the fucking.
Yeah, have some inspiration.
Did you write that down, or did you actually just remember it?
At first I was like, was the family's crest that we went to in the murder house, was it a windmill? So then I went back to see if I wrote about the crest. And I was like, I did write about the crest, but I didn't describe it. And then I looked further in my notes and I was like, but I did write down there was a painting of a windmill, so that it must be important, and that's why I remembered it.
Oh my god.
Like, to balance this out, I will say that in work I do have to go back and like look at my old notes still to like remember stuff that we're doing. So I'm only smart for D&D.
Maybe one day I will learn how to make notes like that.
One day I will be a pro D&D player, but until then I am just me. Silly old me.
The only thing I'm good for in D&D is derailing things with stupid jokes. This is what I'm here for.
That's my job. Get the fuck out.
I kind of want to go to Granny's Pies because I want to know what the fuck is up with these pies. But I don't know whether I would do that in character.
Trex will eat
We also
any
do
pie
have somewhere
presented
to
to
go.
her.
Oh.
Yeah, this is also the fear.
Does Traxa just have to roll for like how much she can resist pies? So like she sees pies in a sign and like just
doesn't even say anything, just goes away, goes and gets pies.
And we're just forced to follow.
I can roll to see if she's truly can resist the temptation. I don't know if DM wants to pick something for that.
Yeah. I was going to make you roll anyway, so this is a good chance for that. So could you roll a Constitution save, please?
Oh, well, I'm phenomenal at those, so easy. Oop, that's the wrong button. Ignore whatever that is.
Your DM.
22.
Okay. You don't really feel compelled to go see if you can get more pies from this house.
Our intervention worked.
I may not feel it, but do I choose to do it?
That is up to you.
That's a different story. Do I think there's other pies that aren't magical that I could just go and get pie? We could just see what they have.
I think you've had enough pies for a lifetime, Traxa.
Nowhere near true.
I mean, it seems such conspicuously. I mean, what is this just doing in the middle of nowhere? Why would someone be selling something like pies in such a strange location? It seems too good to be true.
Because pies are good everywhere. And people might travel this road.
It feels like a trap that it was designed specifically for you. Call me paranoid,
Paranoid.
but I think we should stay away from this place.
What if it's the one we own?
You own a
Does
windmill?
just taking a deed out of like someone's dresser make you the owner? Is that how it works?
Have
Yes.
possessions is 9
Yeah.
times.
That's how voting defaults.
Huh.
We are landlords now.
Shit. Okay, rent it. We charge double what it costs us. Easy.
Yes. Oh my god, that's our granny now? I would feel like a bad grandchild if we didn't go see Granny.
Oh yeah. Or we could like charge her rent to stay there and make a profit from the pies and become drug dealers through landlordism. That's a word, I
Yeah.
swear.
I mean,
Damn.
I don't think that's how deeds work. Like in the year of our Lord 2022. But I mean, in medieval times, how else would you fucking prove that you own a place?
Yeah, but like if it's written on the deed, like this is given to Lord something. Here he owns this, and then you just show up and you are definitely not this person. They'd still be like, yeah, that's a no from us.
I mean, who's to say? Like, maybe they wouldn't have ever met the lord of that manor.
Mm-hmm.
But do any of us look regal?
Yes.
I mean, Julian kind of does. Like, for all we shit on him, he does look real fancy.
Yeah, it's Julian and his lowly servants.
Like, this is his entire personality. Is looking like he probably owns property.
Lord Shittington.
I mean, we saw a painting of them.
I was gonna take
I'm in
the,
if there's pies.
as like an actor feat, which I was thinking about taking, which basically lets you like, you can like put makeup on to like look like anyone like really effectively. That would have been really cool. Just like pretend, just show up and be like, yes, I'm Lord Shittington, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't take it, so.
You could still try to be Gustav Durst. That's the name of the guy that owns the windmill.
I was
I
about
mean,
to put
is
that in
there-
handouts.
Is there more than one windmill in Barovia?
We saw the painting. Did it look like this scene? It's on a rocky crag. Is this windmill on a rocky crag?
It isn't. It's just kind of on a hill.
Ah, fuck.
Might be a
We
different
only know
windmill.
the...
Maybe grass grew around the rock.
Mm. Sorry, I like completely distracted. I was like, I remember something.
When when the player is intelligent but the character isn't.
That was my peon playing Amber and the riddle came up and I was like, oh, nuts.
I am legit so impressed though. I mean, I feel like for our characters, that was only like a few days ago, so
Yeah.
it might be a bit more fresh in their memories. But for us, it was like 6 months ago.
My characters are live inside my brain. That's how I know. Quinn was like, fuck yeah, dude. I want that. But yeah, are we gonna stay focused or are we gonna check out Granny's pies?
Pies!
Okay, 1 vote for pies.
I mean, I can't say I'm not curious, but do we want to maybe get to Vallaki first, and then, drop Irina off and go investigate on our own time? But or do we want to just go have a little sniff around first?
Perhaps. I suppose if we left the pies behind us now and tracks that you were able to hold out and prove that you could, resist the temptation of the pies, then we could go see the pies after and we'd be safe in knowing that you wouldn't just you know?
I mean, do you think you couldn't stop me from eating pies?
I'm sure it would take an army to stop you, but
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you see how Quinn grappled that guy earlier? I wouldn't put it past her.
Compliment.
I'm not as weak as a liberal.
What was that, Traxxas? You
Yeah,
whispered-
sorry, what?
So head on to Vallaki then and return for the pies as a celebratory treat.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've had enough pies for now.
forever.
Yeah, probably forever.
Yeah, let's head on to avoid those then. Maybe we can ask if we get to Vallaki, are the pies fucky or are the pies just delicious?
I'd say you're now at a point anyway, kind of near the bottom of this hill, where you won't be able to go any further without damaging your horses. So that's there isn't much cover here, and you wouldn't be able to get to cover before it's too late.
Okay.
Before the horses would be exhausted. So it's up to you kind of how far away from the road you decide to camp out for the night.
Is this quite a bit away from the ground? Did we get a bit more travel done and then we got tired? Or are we is there a perfectly fine house that we could potentially ask about staying in? Or the road?
So what you could do is you could leave the horses at the bottom and it's like a half an hour walk up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't be able to go any further other than 100 meters from the turning with the horses.
Okay. I feel like we just camp up then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just make sure we've got plenty of people on watch.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody needs to keep an eye on Arena's tent and also just keep an eye on the site. Maybe we could do it in shifts and 2 people stay awake and we cycle them.
I can just go in Arena's tent too, if there's space, because I can't wake up anyway right now.
But what if when you're asleep, he'll come anyway because he can sense you're asleep or something?
Well, yeah, but then you only have to watch one spot. Because I can't help with the watch if I can't wake up.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then that's a good idea, yeah. Yeah, if you stay together, someone watches over you in Arena and someone else. I suppose then, yeah, we'd just be watching that spot.
Yeah, I don't think Arena's gonna have much sleep tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Do you think you're still gonna scream?
I don't know. I don't think I scream very much.
Well,
You
actually,
certainly did last night.
yeah.
I guess
Oh,
if
yeah,
I
'cause-
do, you can just drag me out. You said I was easy to lift.
You are easy to lift, yeah. Well, we can hope that you get different sorts of dreams and, maybe you'll even dream fine and you won't be screaming. I feel like that's a good plan. If we set up the tents like that, and then 2 people do first watch, 2 people do second watch. Should work out.
Irina also volunteers for a watch.
Okay.
Quinn and Arena, let's fucking go.
Yes, get it.
Yes.
I'm sure Viv will do one of the 2 watches.
Yeah.
Is Ashy or Julian?
I can do the second watch together with
Viv? Bonding time.
Julian just be the odd one out and have to do one on his own.
Would Julian volunteer for any?
Oh no, absolutely not. I mean, I kind of feel like he probably has to because there's probably not enough people. So if someone point blank asks him, then he'll say yeah. But he's
yeah,
not
but
gonna...
nobody wants to ask him to watch with them.
True. So maybe he's just getting a good night's sleep.
I like how I've gotten
We
out of like
do-
every watch because I've done drugs.
Fuck, I should put my weed to better use.
Like the 2 ways to get out of watch: do drugs or be just absolutely fucking insufferable.
Fuck. But yeah, setting up camp and easing into the watches.
Okay. So is it Quinn and Irina for the first watch?
I think so, yeah.
The ravens are still on the hills. They seem a little unsettled, and they have done since you kind of got to this area.
Mhm.
And through the watch, nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Other than there is a screaming from Traxxas.
Oh my god. Okay. Arena, where do you think I should put Traxa? Because right now she's in your tent.
To be honest, is it going to be better anywhere? Tents aren't exactly thick.
Yeah, I don't know. And we can't like muffle it or anything because that's just dangerous. I was like, oh, we could use the helmet thing where you had breath and just like muffle it in a helmet, but we don't know that helmet does anything, so yeah, I suppose so. But I mean, like being right beside her while she's screaming is probably not going to lead to the best night's sleep.
I guess even I'd feel bad moving her. I can just sleep somewhere else tonight.
Well, I mean, if you want to stay in my tent, there's room. Not in a fucking flirty way. She was just, it would have sounded a lot different if she was flirting.
That would be nice just for tonight. God damn it with the eyes.
Wait until Quinn actually flirts decently.
I like the idea that like when Quinn isn't trying, she's a much better flirt.
Yeah. Quinn's like, I don't know, there's no pressure, I'm just saying something.
It's just what's best for the party, you know. It's just
Yeah.
sensible.
It's for the good of the party, you know? We can just, I mean, it's a small tent, but like... no, but I feel like, seriously, Quinn would ask, like... You know the way the birds are following us? Did birds ever follow you around? You know, when Strahd started to take an interest in you.
No, I've never seen birds like this before.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a forest wildlife thing? I mean, I never left Barovia that much, so
Hmm. Well, I've hunted around a lot of forests, and birds don't follow this much even if you do feed them like Traxa was. I'm just a bit suspicious of them.
yeah, they're a bit unsettling.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just keep an eye out for them. I mean, there's nothing we can do to scare them away, so it would just be creepy if it was another version of Strahd watching over people.
Maybe they're friendly. You never know.
Maybe. Maybe they are. Wanna try feed one of them?
Sure, you got any food?
I think Traxa left their stuff, and Quinn walks over to the tent and sees if she can, like, pull out, like, stuff from Traxa's bag.
Tractor will sleep straight through it if you.
Oh yeah. Now she's out.
Cool. Just Quinn open the tent, the screaming gets slightly louder, like, closes the tent, comes back with some bread. Yeah, I mean, here. And Quinn, like, breaks off a bit and gives it to Arena.
She starts feeding the birds, and the birds eat the food.
Sweet. Maybe they're not so bad.
Maybe they're keeping watch.
Perhaps. Might be a good thing. Strahd ever comes back and we fed them enough, they might be on our side.
And this many birds would probably be quite good in a fight.
Yeah. Quinn breaks off a little bit of her bread and feeds it to Dante as well, while they're feeding the critters.
Irina gives Dante a little pat on the head.
He seems to like you as well.
Excellent. Yeah.
If nothing happens on the watch, Quinn will go wake up the other ones.
Nothing else happens on the watch.
Okay.
You gain +2 to your relationship with Irina.
Ding ding! Cute bird diet.
Irina will remember that.
I guess Viv's the easiest to wake up because she's in like a trance state.
I mean, she's probably been awake for a little bit because it's only like 3 hours or so.
Suppose so, yeah.
So she might just be reading by the time you come to her.
Yeah. Hey, Viv, you ready for your watch?
Suppose you should get it over with. You having fun?
Just doing a watch.
Mm-hmm. It's not what it sounded like from here.
What do you mean? How good is your hearing?
We have our ways.
I see. Well, I'll keep that in mind next time I'm just having a watch.
Just a watch.
Just a watch. I swear to God, it was just a watch. Well, are you ready for yours?
Suppose you can never be ready enough for whatever happens in this place.
Probably not. Hopefully that smoke doesn't, appear again.
No. How is Irina? What is she?
She seems fine. I mean, I guess she's as fine as anybody would be when they know Strahd's targeting them.
Yes, well, I suppose I should wake up Ashiok. Unless you'll do the honor.
Do you not want to wake him up?
Ah, fine.
Oh, you two seem to be close. You can do it.
Oh my god. It's just gonna cycle through everybody in the party in Quinn's tent.
I don't really want to have to deal with. Fine, I'll do it.
I mean, you're gonna have to hang out with him for like 3 hours of the night, so
Yes, but have you seen men when they wake up in the morning or halfway through the night? Biggest imbeciles.
yeah. I have. Freshly.
I suppose. Well, rest well.
Yeah. Thanks.
Don't die.
I'll try not to. And if you're keeping an eye out on tents, Serena's just gonna stay in mine.
It just raises an eyebrow.
It's just asleep, okay? Just a watch, just asleep.
Fine.
Okay.
I will,
I'll see you,
I will avoid prying further.
but you wanna pry. I'll head off then. Good luck for tonight. It doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen anyway, so yeah. Hope it's an easy one.
Do I have to roll to wake Ashley, or is he quite a light sleeper?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll.
What would that be? Would that just be a straight d20 or?
Let me see all the checks.
Intimidation check.
It's persuasion.
Oh, that's charisma. Oh, I got a natural 20, so.
Oh, okay. You just like punch him in the face to wake him up or something.
Like, Viv steps into the tent and like immediately Ashley's dreams turn to like nightmares.
He just jumps like straight up like a cat that, you just you like take by surprise and
Oh, good, you're awake.
very disheveled. Like, oh shit, uh is it morning? Hi, Vivienne.
No, it's watch time.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course it is. Of course. Yeah, I'll be right out. Yeah, 1 second. Just he just like clumsily, like grabs all his shit from the floor, like makes loads of fucking noise, like clatters everything around.
You know, if we were being tracked right now, we'd have been found out, this time last week.
Well, we weren't, so I don't see the problem.
Well, no, not that we know about.
Well, wasn't Quinn on watch just now with Irina?
Yes, but you never know who could be watching and waiting.
Well, if they were watching, then they already know where we are. I mean, Trax has been screaming for the past 2 nights. I am hardly the problem here.
Fine, you have a point.
Thank you.
Is Traxxas still making a lot of noise?
Vivienne
Yeah.
contemplates
assume
putting
so.
a pillow over her face.
Oh, are you in the same? Is she in the tent with you?
No, I'm in Arena's tent.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I imagine the scream just like a uniform, disturbing scream that's like the same volume the whole night.
Is there a spell to like mute things?
There's a silence spell.
I feel
Yes.
Oh
Yeah, it's like
shit, I do
Zonus.
actually have silence.
Zone of silence and stuff.
Wait, do I have silence? Is that one of the ones I took?
Julian uses it, but just on his own tent. Like he doesn't cover Traxxas to help everyone. It's just his own tent.
Oh no, I didn't take it. Oh, sorry. I've got blindness, deafness. So I
You
could
can
make her
deafen
blind
yourself.
and deaf. Yeah, I can deafen someone else if they really want to.
Well, he's obviously just deafened himself then.
That's how he's able to. Yeah, I use my last spell slot before going to sleep to use deafness on myself. I'll only last for a minute. Sad.
Well, at least he got a minute of well, no, he casts it on himself for a minute, so it's a minute to get to sleep or so. And then by the time he's asleep, he doesn't need to.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, that is assuming he's a very quick to fall asleep.
Yeah, I think he sleeps pretty soundly.
Um, does what's the other spell? The prestidigitation. That doesn't do sound, does it?
I think it
I
can
don't-
make small sounds, but nothing like.
It can't dampen sounds.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Is that halfling still screaming?
Yeah. She has a name, you know.
Is she? I hadn't noticed.
Yeah. You might want to start noticing.
It just looks over like. What's your problem right now? You did
What?
volunteer for this watch.
It's not the watch that's my problem. I don't know. I could ask you the same question. You just have a yeah, a problem always with everything. You know, like nobody made you travel with us, so you might as well start be treating us like people.
Well, I think you find someone did make me start traveling with you. His name is Strahd. Most likely.
And he's not here right now. You can go piss off to any other village you want or any other traveling band. See how well they take to you acting like that with them.
I don't take joy out of hanging around.
Well, then don't.
That wouldn't be particularly good for either of us, would it?
No. Then start acting right to us. Nobody's been, even close to. Okay, maybe Julian has been insufferable. Maybe he's been annoying, but the rest of us, we've all been nice to you. We at least deserve to be addressed by our names. I mean, the halfling, what's she done to you? All she's done is catch you fish and cook you fucking fish.
Oh, she hasn't got me anything.
Yes, she has. She's been cooking us for all of us. Every night.
Yes, and how many meals have I joined?
That's your own personal problem. That was your choice. She hasn't done anything bad to you either. You're the one that's been choosing to sit off in the forest with your owl and your book or whatever.
I prefer it that way. From the
Well,
sounds of it, you prefer it that way as well.
I have the decency to, address people and treat them well. You know? Who's to say I won't meet them one day? Yeah,
Quite
you-
presumptuous of you to assume that I would need you.
No, you don't need anyone, really. I don't need anyone either. That's just
That's
how it is. Sometimes you meet people you like, sometimes you meet people you don't like. Sometimes they do you favors, and sometimes you never see them again. Doesn't cost you anything to be nice to them. Doesn't cost you anything to be nice to people that, you know, are terrible to you either. You even call Strahd by his name and not Traxa? Come on.
I
As
just
if he deserves that respect from you, and Traxa doesn't.
well,
You should be absolutely ashamed.
he's rather more memorable, don't you think?
I haven't seen his face.
No, I don't think any of us have.
No.
Except
So
maybe
what
a
is there
Reaper.
to remember?
Well, besides being the reason that we are in this place at all, and that we have to put up with each other, quite a
I
lot.
see why you're saying have to. You keep going on about how you fucking hate all of us. You don't want to be here.
I don't think any of us particularly enjoy being here.
Oh, I don't enjoy being in this place. But, the company of the others is fine. It's all right.
It's good to know that you've found your little social club.
You're not going to survive very, very much for very long, I mean, with that attitude. People get tired of it,
Wow.
quite quickly.
I've survived so long so far. I've survived my whole life.
Yeah? Well, go ahead. Strahd's house is just past it. Go on. Go tell him to get you out. Since you're so resourceful. By yourself.
God, who shat in Ashiok's coffee this morning?
This is what you get for waking him up in the middle of the night.
Perhaps I should have asked Julian, after all. Feel like
Be
at
my
least...
fucking guest, and I'd be able to catch some normal sleep for once.
Is this how you always react to being woken up in the middle of the night?
No, this is how I react when I hear people, treat our other traveling companions like dirt. Vivienne.
Like dirt. Very presumptuous of you.
Everyone deserves a name. Everyone deserves some recognition. Doesn't matter how small what they do is, if you think what they do is not good enough or it's not important to you.
Well, I'm sure if Traxa was right here right now, then she would be on her hands and knees thanking you for your act of pure kindness. But she's not right here. She's in that tent, screaming her head off, being a general nuisance. I did warn you, the both of you, to not eat those stupid pies in the
Yeah,
first place.
well, it happened.
Yes, and it's
Yeah, and now you can't take that back. It's happened. Things that have happened in the past. You can't change what's happened in the past, so you just have to deal with the consequences right now.
yes, but I don't have to be happy with the consequences.
No. No, you don't. But you can shut your mouth.
And well, do they say anything else for the rest of the?
No, Ashok will just yeah, just be on watch for the rest of the night.
Just that sit there silently.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be able to roll perception checks, please?
A 9.
An 8.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're in danger.
Okay. It doesn't seem to you like anything happens through the night. But yeah. Quinn, you wake up in the morning, you feel a little groggy. A little weird and groggy. And you notice that Irina looks quite pale.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Can I like wake her up? Can I like just shake her shoulder a little bit?
Yes, she wakes up. But she looks quite tired and
Oh.
quite weak.
Irina, are you okay?
Oh, I feel awful. I think it got me again.
Sneaky assist, but figured at least if somebody was in a tent with you, he wouldn't be able to do whatever he was doing.
I guess not.
Do you think healing you might help in any way?
I don't know. We haven't had we didn't have a healer back in Barovia.
I mean, I could try if you like. I could even do something small first to see if it works, and then if it does, I can do more.
Yes, please.
All right. Quinn like tries to find wherever the bite mark was or whatever, and like slips her hand onto it. And she will use what is it called? Is it just healing touch, like the paladin thing that you get, and just expend like 2 hit points off it on to test it out?
Oh, but that spell can only be done with a kiss. Sorry. Shit.
Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh shit! Oh no!
I think she perks up a bit, a little bit,
Okay.
but she's still quite tired. Kind of like she's finding it quite hard to wake up. But like she looks like she's got a bit more kind of blood circulation now.
Okay. I feel like once it works, we're level 4. Quinn will give her another like 8 hit points to round it up to 10.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't look like she's missing any blood now. But she, in kind of game mechanics, she'll have a level of exhaustion
Okay.
for the rest of the day.
Yay, hemoglobin.
Woo. Yeah. We'll do a better job about keeping an eye out for Strahd.
I'm sure you'll do your best.
Yeah. I just know how fucking sucky this feels, especially if you didn't choose to do it. Right. Maybe at least getting food, breakfast by the fire, it might make you feel a little better. I'll leave if you want to get changed and ready for the day.
Yeah. But thanks.
Quinn gets up and pulls her like armor away with her so that she can go get changed.
Mhm.
And then is everybody else sort of up at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Viv's up and running.
Cool. I feel like Quingo might check in with Julian.
Yeah. Julian's
Just
awake.
Cool. Is he at his tent or is he like by the camp or something?
He will be very, very slowly packing up his tent.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Doing the sort of like looking like he's doing work, but in
Uh-huh.
reality he's doing very little thing.
I see.
But at least he's packing up his own tent. I think that's probably an improvement since.
This is true.
Hey Julian, how's it going?
Oh, well, we are still stuck in a strange hellscape, but at least I got a full night's sleep, so
That's
could be worse.
good.
Were
You were
you and Irina sharing a tent last night?
Yes, we were. We were sharing a tent.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Hey, it's not nice. I mean, I did get her blood pumping, but that was only
Interesting.
because I was leading into something. She got bit by Strahd last night.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, exactly. So there was like biting going on, but like not by me.
Not the sexy kind of biting, right? Noted.
Yeah, exactly.
Strahd, I don't think it's really the third that you want in that dynamic.
No, wasn't one of my fantasies. And this is the second night in a row that a man has just walked into my tent as well. So, I mean, there's that too.
Truly horrifying. God, why do you have to... Sorry, Julian's just like feeling weirdly jealous of Irina and is absolutely not going to mention that. When will a strange man walk into my tent?
Oh God. Well, that's what I came over to talk about. You know, before you met like the fucking love of your life or whatever, you like met up with other vampires, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Were any of them ever super fucking clingy and weird the way Strahd is?
Oh God. I mean, it depends what you mean by clingy and weird. I mean, there were certainly quite a few which were, I mean, you could say somewhat obsessed with me, but I mean, who wouldn't be?
Mhm.
I mean, I suppose it's hard to get a read on, if I'm honest. But I mean, it certainly feels like a rather peculiar form of obsession. I mean, you would have thought that if it was sort of romantically inclined, he'd do more than just, you know, sending her to sleep and sucking her blood and fucking off in the morning. They'd want
Exactly.
to, I don't know, give her some roses or buy her dinner first.
Yeah. Some fucking cute shit or something.
I don't know why, but saying fucking off in such like a posh way, it makes it like 10 times funnier. like swearing just inherently is funnier when it's like a ridiculously like posh person doing it.
It's because they're not meant to. They're not meant to say those words.
But Julian's not amongst the fancy people anymore. He can swear, it's cool.
We are the commoners. Um, but so the Strahd thing, that happened.
Mm,
I don't think I think there's more than a few of us that have had past experience with horrible ex vampires.
really?
Yeah.
Who?
I was talking to Vivienne the other night, and she told me something about that.
Huh.
I
I mean, I suppose it would sort of make a bit of sense if she had some prior history with vampires. I'd slightly gotten that vibe.
Yeah, but like this is pretty much like the worst fucking history you could have if anybody's ever gonna, come forward and reveal what they are.
Hmm. Why? What happened?
Well, it seems like she got thoroughly fucked over by one. And I was wondering if you knew there was a vampire that might have made a habit out of fucking over people in a certain way.
Well, I mean, that is sort of the vampire MO, if I'm honest. Just sort of depends on what sort of scale of fucking over we're talking about. It depends how fun the fucking over is as well, I suppose.
It did not look like it was a lot of fun
Hmm.
talking about it.
I mean, I suppose I knew a lot of vampires, so I suppose it's possible that maybe I could find out who it was.
Yeah, I don't know if stuff's gonna come out sooner or later,
Uh,
but if it
you just know it's going to go truly terribly, and I'm just not in the mood, you know?
not now, because look, I just say if it's gonna fucking come out, being in control of it and also offering help might make it go a little smoother.
Oh, but you know she's just going to fucking murder me. You know she is. You've seen the way that she clearly fucking hates me anyway.
I understand you're not coming from a good point in the first place, but well, I don't know. I just thought I would give you some information that I knew.
Uh, well, it's worth knowing. I suppose maybe if I did say that I could help her get rid of whatever vampire wronged her, maybe that would put me somewhat in her good books, but I feel like it would take more than that. Uh, we'll see. Well, I'll bear it in mind at least.
Mhm. At
I'm
least this
just trying to play it cool for now.
uh-huh. Play it cool.
Yes, you know, I'm very good at playing things cool.
Cool.
I just, seeing how everyone has responded to events thus far, I really don't think that they're going to take news that I'm a vampire particularly well. So let's just,
Mhm.
keep a count on it for now, I suppose.
Well, if we're hearing how scary vampires can fucking be, maybe having one on our team isn't so bad.
Possibly. I probably need them to at least like me not enough to not murder me on sight first.
Yeah. Perhaps you could make that your mission for the day. Pick one of them and try to get them to like you.
Oh God. What are any of them even like? I don't know how to talk to these people. You know, I've tried being mostly civil, and none of them seem to. None of it seems to really matter.
Perhaps you could go up a notch from civil to pleasant.
Ugh.
You know. I don't know, don't get yourself so down. Since we've been here, you've actually been a lot cooler to be around, Julian.
Yes, well, I suppose extreme situations bring out various different aspects of people,
Mm.
and
Yep.
I also don't particularly want to die immediately, which I think I probably would otherwise. So,
Yeah. Well, you've been pretty good at not dying so far.
touch wood.
Mm. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd give you a heads up.
Oh, thank you. I will try and be nice.
Yeah. And look, we'll fucking get out of this. And I know you didn't take the teasing about Oscar very well before, but we'll get out of here and you can get back to him.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Maybe I'll even see if Stasia doesn't fucking hate my guts.
Yeah. You need to tell me what happened there at some point.
At some point, but with the rate that you're picking up your tent, I should probably leave you to it. Because we're not going to help you, man.
I'm gonna just interject to assume that that laughter was in character. Like,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I like to think that was a little human moment from Julian. Just like, yeah.
uh,
You see, I'm being useful member of a team. I'm packing up a tent. Is that not what useful members of the team do?
it is, yeah. But I wonder if you can like continue the willpower to finish packing it up.
Oh God.
Mhm.
Might have to cast some sort of spell on myself to make this go faster.
Whatever it takes to get the job done, buddy.
All right, he's gonna go back to packing up.
All right. Quinn will go back to packing her tent up.
He is speeding up packing up by like 50%.
But yes. Sorry, Viv. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't Quinn.
Well, I mean, you know, I am not Viv, but I mean, I can't really take too much issue because it does seem like she is trying to help. You know,
Yeah.
Quinn's not doing it out of like maliciousness or even just spreading goss. Like, it did seem like a kind thing. I mean,
Mm.
Viv might not take it that way. Viv might be a little bit offended, but
If she chucks a fireball, it's cool. Quinn will heal herself up.
Oh God, but like Julian can't say that he knows this without revealing that Quinn snitched. So like, I can't do anything with this information.
Would Julian think about that?
Yeah, I mean, Julian wouldn't give a shit. Like, he would just come up to Vivian and be like, "Oh, I heard about your predicament."
a little bumblebee told me.
Oh my God, I really want a body swap episode. I need to hear
Oh.
people trying to fucking do everyone else's character voices.
Oh, does that mean you would be playing like other people, or so that means you would potentially be playing Viv in Julian's body, or
I think you'd have to do
do you mean?
your character in their character
Mm.
voice.
Yeah. Because it's like if Julian was in Viv's body, he'd sound like Viv sounds, and he could
Yeah,
do, and then yeah.
terrifying.
But yes, is anybody else doing like anything in the morning, talking to anybody, or
No, just packing up.
I mean, I don't think Viv and Ashley had the best
No, they're
conversation.
like on opposite sides of the camp.
Quinn just coming up to Ashiok like, so your watch went worse than mine did.
Yeah, let's just put it that way. Wait,
I didn't make-
I thought. How did? Was yours bad?
Well, I mean, not exactly. I mean, I had a pretty good time on my watch.
Oh, yeah. Lucky you.
Yeah. Well, something in this damn horrible world went right, so, you know.
I mean, I think there's still a couple more days until the city, right? We still have a couple more watches to go.
Yeah.
You still have a. We can still set you up on a watch with her. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wait, what's everybody talking about setting me up on, you know?
No, I mean, it's just that you and Irina seem to like really get along.
I don't know about that. I'm being cordial to her.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, babe, you were on the other side of camp.
Trax like
You
it
just
pops up
floated
behind. Did the tent plan work?
Did the what? Traxa, what the
Never mind.
what plan? Huh? Inside check.
To what?
What was the plan?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It was
Okay.
Ashiok's idea.
Wait, Ashley, what?
what? Me? No.
Okay. Wait look, guys, there's just a pretty girl in the campsite. That's all. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not gonna see the pretty girl like again. Probably.
Right.
So, you know,
I didn't think this through. Well, I've kind of used to running into people and being like, "Oh, you're stuck with them now until you escape this place."
yeah, but she seems to have her own plans, so you kind of, you gotta kind of hurry up.
Maybe
She
I
seems
wasn't.
to like you.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I did tell her her dad wasn't her real dad, so
I mean, I think she's already gotten over that.
okay.
I mean, we gave her brother a dog.
We did give her brother a dog. That was really good.
Yeah. But like you guys kind of go off into the forest to talk, and then you go on watch together, and
Oh.
you feed birds together and stuff,
And we
and then
what?
you sleep in the same tent.
Who-
Quinn, you only got like 2 more days.
Look, I have the ability to walk away from this spot right now.
Yeah, but you're not.
Mm. Look, I'm a little rusty, okay?
Yeah, we just gotta brainstorm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I already did the feed the bird thing that you were suggesting. I don't know whether somebody told you or what, but
Oh, you did the feed the birds thing? Oh, okay. I just thought, because Traxa already started feeding them. I thought it,
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of ugly birds, but you take what you can get here, right?
Yeah.
There's really not much else. Maybe
No,
maybe some rats. Maybe we can ask Traxa to get some rats.
feed the rats? I don't think rats are romantic.
Well, you take what you can get.
I mean, surely there's like flowers here or something.
You don't see any flowers?
I
DM, are there any flowers around? Am I just being like fucking stupid or blind?
I don't think there would be flowers. You're just on like a grassy hill.
Okay, so I'm
Are
not,
you guys
like,
talking anywhere near me at the moment, or no?
Could there not be some
maybe.
daisies or some dandelions on the hill? They're quite fieldy flowers, aren't they?
I'm gonna. I mean, okay, because it's never gonna come up. Trax is listening, and she walks over, and from her spoon, she's gonna produce a rose.
What? What? One, you were listening, fuck, and two, you can just make roses out of spoons?
I can make a couple.
You can make a couple. I mean,
What,
would
what
one...
kind of flowers do you want?
Wait, no, look, you guys, I know that you're trying to help, but I'm not really the type of person to flirt like this. I mean, I know I was the one to say about the flowers, but
Axa, and then, like Ashiok, he like bends down like to, you know, get on like face level with Traxa, or you know, he's like, I mean, I don't know, I'm not like really a woman or anything, but what would you like? What do you think Arena would like?
I mean, I like when people do nice things for me. I generally try to do that for them, so it's nice when they do it back. So you just gotta find out what they think is nice.
Sorry,
Okay.
after the rat thing, I just can't stop thinking of Ratatouille.
it would probably be beneficial for Quinn to have a little rat controlling her. But wait, Quinn's had a thought. Just give me that rose will do, and nobody watch what I'm about to do.
Okay.
Okay. Quinn takes the rose, and she tries to sneak off. She's not wearing armor, but she's also not that subtle.
Ashiok pretends he does not see this massive hulking half orc like tiptoe away.
She's gonna wait till Arena's distracted. I don't know what Arena's doing, whether she's taking down her tent or what.
Yeah, she's probably just taking down her tent, putting her stuff away, ready to leave.
Okay.
God,
Then
what if Arena's just like, oh yeah, sorry, I got a boyfriend. I really like you as a friend, but I got a boyfriend, and it's just really awkward, you know.
His name is Strahd.
yeah, no, that's cool. Should have fucking suspected that, shouldn't I? Anyway, Quinn's gonna sneak over to... Which one is Arena's horse? Is it Slimy Soup?
I think it was Chunks, because it was my second one.
Chunk.
Yeah, it's Chunk.
Yeah.
Quinn is gonna go over to Chunks, and she's going to she's gonna like snap the rose off so that it only has like a little bit of a stem, and she'll put the rose in Chunks's like mane, so that when Arena goes over to it, there's like a rose there.
From a mystery admirer.
Yeah.
I don't know who it could be. Could it be the person who's flirting with Arena constantly?
Look, if other people in the party have done this way more than me, but just like through Quinn, they've set her up more than I've flirted, so.
More than you've deliberately flirted. What about accidental flirting?
Well, that just happens, okay? I don't control that.
Isn't that what happens though? Like your friends over here and they start trying to fuck with it to make it work out.
Well, it's brilliant, but also Quinn is like... But yes, Quinn is a fucking card and just goes to put the rose on the horse so that she can find it and maybe have a nice morning.
God, I hate to think what everyone's going to do when they decide they're trying to set Viv up with someone.
That's when we bring in the rats.
I mean, despite Viv being Viv, I do like to think that she is sort of rooting for Quinn as well, just in a Viv way.
Silent support.
Well, she was asking Quinn about it, so she's definitely picked up on it as well. She's not completely fucking
Yeah.
uncaring.
All right. So, if you're all done with breakfast and getting ready, I assume you kind of get back on your way. Arena will get on her horse, notice the rose, and I think maybe when Quinn isn't looking, she'll have a look over, and then she'll put the rose. Wait, what does she wear? Her outfit. It'll be here somewhere.
I think it's like plate armor as well.
Yeah. I think she'll like have her hair up and kind of put it in her hair.
Ash nudges Trax and he kind of like points over. He's like, oh.
She just smiles.
Based. Oh, but God, now Quinn is gonna fucking like blush like shit whenever.
And Quinn's peel as well, so
It's because now Quinn has sort of noticed that Irina has like picked, or is going to notice the next time she walks by Irina,
yeah.
and like, I mean, maybe I'm projecting here, but like, the thought that someone has fucking like accepted it and is like wearing it in their hair now, that's like mortifying to me. Like it's good, but it's mortifying because it means that they've actually, oh no, they've seen it.
Just like hoping like, oh fuck, I hope this falls. I hope the horse like shakes its head and it falls.
Yeah, because now you've got to acknowledge it, and
Yeah. But she's
Quinn's just
lower, so you know, that's a good sign.
Quinn's just like, no, it was Vivienne, I swear. No, I think Quinn would be a bit bolder than that.
Yeah.
Quinn's not the romancing type, but I think she would at least own up to her own actions.
But I think Quinn would wait to do anything like for a little bit after they've started traveling.
Okay. So you get back up to the road, and you're wandering for about half an hour. And you hear a rattling of kind of wheels on the floor. And coming in the other direction, looking quite familiar, is the old lady who sold the pies, and she's pushing her wagon of pies.
No.
How did she get here?
I knew the fucking pie shop was bait. I knew she was gonna find us.
And as
We
she
roll
gets,
initiative.
that depends if you're going to attack this old lady.
It's attack on sight.
It's go time.
She rolls up, and you notice that her pie trolley, her pie cart, is empty. And she says, "Oh, it's lovely to see you again, dearies. I'm it's been a long road. It's nice to see a friendly face.
Do we look friendly to you?
Well, a couple of you. Wait. Did Traxa buy all the pies? Has Ashiok bought any, or did Ashiok just take some of Traxa's?
Yeah, it was just
when we first got there, we got like the free ones, and I think those are the ones that Ashiok got.
Yeah.
And then I bought the rest separately, so it's just
Okay.
Trexa.
Well, your halfling friend there was very kind and bought a good number of my pies.
And they didn't do her any good.
Yeah.
Well, they still aren't. You know, she's waking us up every night, potentially giving away our position. We're not particularly interested in more.
Oh, she bought quite a few. I assumed that those would last a while until we ran into each other again. Did you lose them? They should be giving you good dreams.
We burnt them.
Yeah. I'm sure you know what your own pies do.
They bring joy to people in a land so bereft of joy.
And then they bring sadness and suffering.
This land brings the sadness and suffering, not the pies.
You shouldn't try and dull the difficulty of this land with just pies you're going to get addicted to, and you're going to end up, causing you all sorts of problems further down the road. It's not a healthy way to deal with the trauma of living in this land.
Many of the people in this land, there is no escape. Why would you take away the happiness that they get from the pies? I don't understand. If they don't get happiness elsewhere, why not?
What they do is their concern, but what we do is our concern, and our concern is that we're not. This is not an acceptable thing to be doing. Praxa, and she does put Vivian does put a little bit of extra emphasis on that, just in case Ashiok is listening. Has she's clearly struggled to stop eating these pies. We did have to stage a small intervention over it, and it's clearly not a healthy or a potentially dangerous way of continuing. So I I think you will have to appreciate that we are not interested in any more. For we are not going to risk our position in this land any further. We are not going to allow any sort of cursed or magical objects to interfere with our safety.
Well, that certainly is a lot of opinions you have about my pies when you haven't tried them for yourself. I wonder how the lovely lady feels about the pies that she has enjoyed.
Trax is like staring as hard as she can into the back of her horse's head.
Is she hiding?
Yeah, like gripping the reins very tightly. You could tell that she's like almost trembling.
No.
Mm.
Well,
I mean, even if I wanted to try your darn pies, they wouldn't work on me anyways.
interesting. Why is that?
Look, I advise you back off, unless you
Okay.
want to make things difficult.
All right. But if any of you feel like having some more pies, you can come with me back home to my little windmill where I make them, or I'm sure I'll see you around in Vallaki or if you return to Barovia at some point.
If you're so concerned with making people happy with your pies, and that's the only reason for them, why don't you try to make them in a way where they don't give people nightmares if they miss one night?
Well, the spell we use for the happy dreams comes with its side effects. I've tried to modify it, but sadly I haven't found a different way. Not yet, at least.
Insight.
Okay.
Well, just while Quinn is doing the inside check, Viv is going to interject and say, "Well, it's a very convenient business model for you, isn't it? The second people stop buying your pies, that they're tormented for the next week or so. What would incentivize you to just stop adding these nightmares at all?"
A strong accusation to make that I would enjoy watching people suffer just for the sake of a little bit of money.
I never said you enjoyed it. I said that what motivation do you have to remove it when people inevitably want to avoid the nightmares. So once they've taken one, you've effectively gained a customer for life, haven't you?
Even without the nightmares, people want my pies. I mean, they're tasty pies and they get good dreams. If I could get rid of the nightmares, there'd be no difference in my business.
I don't believe that for a second.
If anything, it would help.
I'm also rolling an insight check.
Okay.
Please do better.
I do worse.
We believe
You
him.
both can't see this old lady seems to be telling the truth.
Damn
Fuck.
it.
Shit.
I want to punch this old lady.
What did you roll?
Julian, please.
I rolled a 2. 2 plus 4.
You could have just done a like assisted Sophie, and then
I could have
could
done, but she'd already rolled.
Yeah.
I can't
Julian should
retroactively
do
assist.
better.
I mean, if you want to give an insight check a go.
I mean, does Alice allow that? I don't know if just all three of us roll.
Usually 2 separate rolls or 1 roll with advantage with help.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it with those 2.
Mhm. And Quinn right now would think that she believes her, or would she not be able to get a read on her? Because there was something I was going to do, but if she seems to believe her, then I won't do it.
Because Alice said she seems to be telling the truth, but I'm not sure if that's just she is telling the truth, or you just can't tell that she is lying.
I think it's just that you can't get a read on her. She doesn't really have any tells that would give away that she's lying.
I think Quinn just does the fucking thing that she did before, and she like asks like there's no nefarious reason why your pies give people nightmares. And then reaches out and casts command and says confess.
Yes.
Um,
I thought you were just about to make her eat one of her own pies.
Oh my god, that'd be a good one. That's punishment if she is evil.
She probably eats them
What kind
herself,
of-
to be honest.
It should be a will save. Wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, it's just loading spells. Trying to figure out is it a type of charming?
Let me see. One action enchantment command. One word command a creature. It doesn't say charmed, but like if you think it would it is like a mind control-y spell. So if that counts as a charm spell, but it doesn't say the creature is charmed, but it is that vibe of a spell.
Okay. Actually,
You know, if she shrugs this off, then she is obviously evil. Because no pie seller can just fucking shrug off. Like, she has to be some sort of like eldritch deity or.
Oh, she got it though.
No.
Okay. All right, it didn't work.
there's nothing to confess to, dearie. I'm just selling some pies to make people happier.
Hmm.
Do you eat your own pies?
I do eat my own pies.
The magical ones.
Yes, I find them quite delicious, and the dreams are very good.
Confess.
Can can we tell if she's lying or not? Can I do an insight check to see if she's lying
Yeah.
about eating her own pies?
Yeah, do an insight check.
Okay, that was an 8.
We cannot. I
Oh
know
my god, this
dwarves are like
woman is the
immune.
most powerful thing we've we've come across.
It turns out she's literally just Strahd in disguise.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what if she is though?
I mean,
Hermione.
someone else did mention, was it Sophie or Elliot that someone else did a campaign where Strahd moonlights as a bartender or something.
Yeah.
A pie seller.
I'm just
Okay.
immediately suspicious of her.
Yeah, so we don't she seems to be telling the truth. What's your opinion on Strahd?
We tend to avoid Strahd. He leaves me alone. I leave him alone.
Uh-huh.
But that's what you'll find with most of the people here that don't make trouble.
I see. Well then, why is it such a bad place to be?
This place is dark. There's not much life here.
Hmm. Yeah. Quinn looks over at the rose in Arena's hair and then looks back. I understand that.
Now,
What?
would you like to come to my house for a cup of tea before you carry on your journey?
No.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're sure, I'll just be getting going.
We know where to come if we ever want to, I don't know, buy more of your pies.
Oh, that's good to know. And if you ever need somewhere to sleep overnight, we'll there, I've got room on the floor.
Uh, Even for like somebody that's eaten one of your pies and now screams through the night?
Oh, that'll wear off in no time.
Okay. If we got rid of Strahd, would you stop selling your pies?
I'd imagine there'd be nobody who'd want to buy them anymore. They'd be somewhere happy.
Hmm. All right. You should warn people about what they do, by the way. If you really have no nefarious purpose in selling them, you should be upfront and honest.
Fair enough, I suppose, but I think it would put people off when they could get such good dreams.
I would let people make an informed choice.
I'll consider it in the future.
Hmm.
Do a fucking intimidation check.
What? Why are you intimidating her to do?
Let make people inform people about the side effects beforehand. Viv, Viv stares at her and says, "Make, no. I want you to make your what's the word? This is out of character. What's the word for like when you make someone like pledge an oath or something?
Like a pact?
No, that's too
Yeah.
that's too
Like a
dramatic.
vow?
Swear to me.
Hmm.
I'm just imagining this pie lady is gonna have like the
Well,
cigarette
okay.
carton packs. Like, this is what
I'll
happens
just
when
say-
you eat too much pie.
I just state your word for it.
Roll an intimidation check.
It was an 18.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make a wisdom save to see how she feels about that.
Finally.
Oh, I'll definitely do that in the future. Yes. The next time I've got my pies and I go out, I'll make sure to let them know.
If they're as good as you think they are, maybe you'll still have business.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Well, we have a journey to get to. We're heading off to another town, so there's a lot of travel for us.
Well, enjoy your journey. It would be easier with pies, but I'm sure it'll be fine anyway.
Yeah. We'll entertain ourselves. And we head off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I think we'll stop there for today.
All right. Well, can Quinn go up to Arena just before we go, so I'm not having to do it at the start of the next session?
Yes.
Okay. Just as they're like traveling on the horse and stuff. Oh my god. I'm getting so brilliant. Fuck you.
Oh, terrible. No.
Sorry, the mental image was too good.
I'm switching tabs on Discord. Oh my god. But yes.
Sorry.
Myself up in everything and I was like,
I'm so sorry. I'm so bad timing. I didn't mean to like throw you off like that.
No, it's fucking hilarious. But
Okay, so before you talk to Arena, you see Traxa slip the old lady some money and a note.
Oh. Oh, that's a low roll. We can't not fucking call you out, man. What'd you just do, Traxa?
Nothing.
Nothing. You gave her a blank piece of paper because your money was too heavy and, you needed her to hold it for you?
Command.
Sure. Whatever. Yeah.
Confess.
Yeah, like Quinn reaches out her hand the way she did and she lets it glow a little red. I can just get you to do it, right?
Do it then.
Quinn's hand like dims. And she gets like closer. You don't want to have more of those.
They're not good for you, Traxa.
They're not.
They'll only make the nightmares worse.
They're not for
You're
me.
What do you mean?
We're not the only ones here, and we're just yelling at some lady who's trying to be nice to people who might not be able to protect themselves, and why shouldn't they have happiness?
She's not being nice to them by making them addicted to her product and giving them nightmares whenever they stop taking it. That's not niceness. That's abuse of power.
Wanting to have a good day, even if it takes some little help, doesn't make it bad.
It might be a good day in the short term, but it's not a good day in the long term.
Just because it has side effects? Everything has
It
side
has side
effects.
effects which could ruin people's lives.
You can't live in a daydream forever, Traxa.
It's at night. It's just you sleep better, you wake up better, and it makes so much more go away. You don't have to live in a daydream if your day isn't as bad.
What was on the note?
You don't need to know.
You gave her money. How much money did you give her?
It was my money to give.
I know. I know what you're trying to do. And I know why you're trying to do it. I don't know how long it's going to hold people over, though. And I don't know how long it's going to take us to do what we need to do.
They're all stuck here, too.
Yeah, but at least we have hope that we'll get out of here.
And they don't. So why not give them something that can help them between then? Like she said, if this goes away, they probably won't need it anymore. It's just, in the meantime, what more do they have?
What about when their pies run out? What about when the money that you gave her for them runs out and they all are stuck with nightmares for weeks? That's a cruelty.
We don't know how long it lasts.
Well,
She
yes,
says she's trying to
exactly.
make it better. How does she
Doesn't
succeed?
seem to have tried very hard.
Can you change your spells that much? Any of you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, by the end of talking to her, I did believe that she did want to do it for good reasons.
Oh, surely you don't believe that. That
I don't know.
posh.
Look, I don't think that Traxa should have any more pies because she's part of our team and we're going to get rid of Strahd. People that are already addicted to them, I know they shouldn't have them because it will lead to bad things, but
Don't fall for her sweet old lady out. She knows exactly what she's doing.
I don't know. I don't know. After we actually talked to her and the thing that she said about them wearing off in a few days, if we went...
You're too trusting, Quinn.
Well, I don't know what being here is doing to me, but I do understand why Traxa wanted to do that.
How do we know there's nothing else in the pies that have made her influenced her mind? How do we know she's acting of her own free will?
We could go back and find her and ask her to let the spell work on her. But I don't know if she'd do that. But I do think that she's just stuck in a fucking horrible world, and she admitted that, you know, it was the spell, and I don't know, maybe I am being too trusting. I'm not sure. I just
I
get
mean, I
what
know enough of the people that we seem to be able to trust for Vistani want nothing to do with her, and I feel like that's enough of an indication to me that she's not someone that we should be putting all of our trust in.
But the Bastani can get out of here too. I don't agree with having the pies, not at all. I just think Trax has already done what she's done.
Yep.
I don't know what to say.
God.
Opinion is
Just on the fucking stealth check. Had to ruin everything. Piece of shit game.
Is anyone going to try and take the money and the letter back off the lady?
Because
No.
Quinn speaking up, she wasn't like stopping anybody from doing that, but she was just kind of like, I see where Trax is coming from, and I'm kind of like, oh, if you're in a fucking shit, like that sort of thing. But she wouldn't stop anybody if they wanted to do that.
I hate these pies.
You just had to bring her back too. I was like, fuck, we're done with the pie arc. Nailed it. God, shit.
You can go get it back.
I don't. It was fucking stupid. I hate arguments, and I'm just like, I kind of want to just be done with this. Like, I don't want to go back and have to argue with her again. It's too much conflict.
I mean,
Maybe something that I can just like fight with a D20. Arguments are hard.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think it's just hard as like a person that does not like conflict.
Mm.
Trying to play a character who is supposedly good at conflict, or at least is somewhat intimidating, but I am not intimidating IRL. I don't think. Please correct me if I'm.
Super scary.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing is like I found hardest about playing Julian is that like I find conflict really difficult, and having to role play conflict is it's very painful.
Yeah.
You're all welcome.
God, no, but that conversation with Ashiok, that was fucking mortifying. Like, that was actually mortifying. Like, Danny, I hope you're happy. Like, you've fucking broken me.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was so cool to hear though. You guys, that was like a really sick bit of roleplay.
Very
I
juicy.
didn't know fucking Ashiok had his fucking stick up his ass so much.
Well, you're just gonna have to find out. Fuck around, find out.
We'll figure it.
I
But-
just want Traxa to be happy. Like I want to go beat up this old lady and get the money back, but I know Traxa's just gonna be really sad. I don't want to.
Do it for her.
It's like the Simpsons meme with Traxxa pictures, but there's like blood splattered all over it.
No, that's I was going for the Simpsons. So.
Yeah.
Would it be better in any way? Because Quinn was maybe going to do it, but Quinn was going to bring up, like, we are a party and we work as a party. Like, what does everybody agree we should do? Should we go get the money back or not? Or would that just make it worse?
Well, it's too late now.
Yeah.
Let her do what she wants with her money.
Maybe we just keep moving forward and we free the people before they have to eat many more of those.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Do it for everyone. It's
Do it.
the Simpsons meme, but with the people of Barovia.
Do it for Barovia.
But what's it gonna take to fucking like radicalize Julian into like a like
Oh,
a Marxist revolutionary?
I mean, the problem is, like, I mean, like with Quinn and horses, he's being played by me, so I can't help like have me leeching into him.
Yeah.
It's the same for me and Viv, because like in reality, she should be a fucking doomer that just doesn't care about what happens to anyone. It's like whatever, let's just let fucking Traxxas eat those pies. But like I can't do that. I can't play a character that is just so fucking heartless. They have to at least have some moral core, even if it's like just deeply buried.
Yeah, this has kind of been my feeling with Julian as well. Like, he would be being a lot worse than this, really, but I just can't play that. So
We're in a game where we do the fun things of the game. We know what vibes they're all meant to have. We know outside of it, but
Well, I hope Ashiok's happy that Viv actually was somewhat sticking up for fucking Traxxas.
Yeah. We take the small wins.
the lowercase W.
Why did I have to be the drug addict? Why couldn't it have been someone else?
You ate the pies.
Yeah. I mean, you're asking this. It like 100% works in character. Just like, of course, Traxxas, the fucking little, halflings are basically just hobbits who love food anyway.
Yeah.
And Traxxas a cook, so she like doubly loves pies. So, even if they weren't fucking like magical and addictive, we probably still would be staging an intervention.
that is probably true.
So what day of the journey was this?
You've just started day 3.
Okay.
Day 3.
Oh my god, we've gone through another day and a half.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, we'll have made it to Vallaki.
Guys, this is really fast for my normal campaigns. You don't even understand. It took me like 2 months to do 1 day, 1 time. So
Christ.
I roleplay a lot.
I mean, I have absolutely no problem with this though. Like I've generally just been having like more fun. Like no, not that I haven't been having fun, like over every session, but I've been having like the most fun I've had with our campaigns over these last couple of days, just because, like, it's the like. I just love the little like roleplay moments, and I've loved actually like having our characters interact with each other. And
yeah, it's been really cool. I'm really glad we've kind of gotten this opportunity for everyone to actually hang out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like the more that we all know about each other's characters, the more it'll be like, I have this bit of RP I want to do. I know that it would suit this person's character, so they go over to that person, if you know what I mean. Like, the more we know, the more we RP.
It's like far enough into the campaign where it doesn't feel like you're giving away too much to tell about backstories now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also early enough into the campaign that it doesn't feel like it's actually hampering roleplay. Because I felt like I was probably going to burst if I didn't actually say something about Vivienne.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, it's just, like, keeping secrets isn't fun. Like, revealing a secret is very fun, but keeping a secret, it's very fun. That's why when I always get Christmas presents, it actually hurts having to wait for Christmas Day. I don't care about what my own presents are. I just want to know. I just want to see everyone's reaction to the Christmas presents I got them.
A big mood.
No, I 100% for you as well. Like I've had a similar thing with Julian and not mentioning like what he is and stuff. It's been really hard. And
Right
yeah.
to find someone in combat like so early on.
No, right?
You just haven't been allowed to say like.
I mean, I don't feel like I was being very subtle with it, but
What do you mean? But yeah, it's fun to have stuff come out slowly.
yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Did you want to do your thing with the arena? I didn't mean to
Yeah,
actually
I feel
derail
like
it there.
It's gonna be even more embarrassing now, like, because it's like out of context. But sure.
There's something ridiculously fun about other people role playing about your character. Like when you just had that conversation about Vivienne, like that was actually so fun just for me to like listen to, because it's like, oh, you're talking about my character, and like I'm hearing what other characters think about her from behind
Yeah.
her back, and
Yeah, Julian's fucking terrified of her.
She will blast me.
She will murder me on sight.
I mean, is Julian used to being like feeling like, I mean, he's a fucking vampire. He like, is he even used to like feeling like he doesn't have the fucking upper hand in every situation?
This is why he's been like this whole campaign. He's so
Yes.
out of his element.
You're out of your element, Elliot.
Julian's having a bad time.
You know what would help with that? Pies.
Just half an hour walking away.
Oh my god,
So
we're
would
gonna
you-
have to keep such close eye on tracks for the next like day or two of walking.
So did we say the 13th wasn't possible?
Is there someone who couldn't do the 13th?
I think Joseph.
Yeah, I think I can.
Can you do the 12th?
I can't do the 12th.
Okay. Can either of you do the 20th or 19th?
I can do the 20th, but not the 19th.
Same.
You see,
Yeah.
my plans for this weekend were cancelled by rail strikes again, and they've been put off to the 19th.
Oh, right. Oh.
But yeah, I can do the 20th. The evening of the 20th. I'll be back by then.
Okay.
Sweet.
Did anyone want to do anything next week that wasn't part of the campaign? Do we want to continue the Warlock one shot? I mean, we could just take a week's break from D&D. I
might take
I can do next Sunday, but it would be preferable if we skipped it because
No,
God of War is coming out in the middle of the week, and me and my brother-in-law were gonna spend Sunday playing it. So
no,
Yeah.
that is 100% fine with me.
it's one of those things of, like if that was like the only weekend people could do for like a month, then like I could still do it in the evening. But if it's a good reason to skip it anyway, then
No, I mean we don't like. Yeah, no, it's good. I'm not trying to force anyone to do like weekly D&D.
I do want to play more of our one shot soon. But
Just have to not be terrified of DMing. It sucks being someone that is like naturally inclined towards DM positions, but also has terrible fucking anxiety.
Ding.
Well, yeah, I do want to let Sophie DM though. I mean, I know Sophie's scared, but also Sophie does sound like she really wants to do it. So
It means I can use all my character voices at once.
God, I know that pain though. Like you desperately want to be able to do something, but it's also like, oh, I feel really uncomfortable with this.
I've done one once before and people really liked it, but I like made like props and everything for it and like personal letters for these characters. I spent so much time on it, so I'm like, oh my god, I need to not do that again. Like, but yeah.
Okay, are we done or did you are we finishing the hospital flirting?
Fine, let's do the fucking flirt. It'll be quick anyway. It wasn't that long or anything.
Yay! I don't want to end on a depressing note.
Yeah, let's
Wow.
embarrass Quinn. So if we're traveling, we're like fucking off from old Granny Pie or whatever. Quinn will ride alongside Arena, like um. So she being honest about the whole darkness and lack of life. It's always like this here.
Yeah, it's not a nice place to live.
Pretty
Yeah.
mid. Pretty mid.
Mid to low.
Viv, you're here too. What a delight. Oh,
Different
Wow.
people have their ways of dealing with it. The
How do you
pies are
deal with
one.
How do you normally deal with it?
I had much money. We were quite close, so that's one way of doing it.
Sorry, how did she start the sentence? It just cut off.
She has her family.
Yeah.
Not her
Or
dad
has
though.
I'm sure she wasn't saying I have my boyfriend.
Yeah, just like abort.
Oh yeah, my boyfriend in Balaki.
Oh right, and like rides forward, like cool.
I mean, Alice said, I have my family. I misheard that. I thought she just said I had lots of money.
That too.
Also a good way to deal with depression.
Yes. And I'm sure traveling away from them must have been hard.
It's not been easy, but there've been some perks.
Yeah. Like the dancing at camp. That was pretty fun.
And the company isn't so bad.
Oh yeah? Well, the company I found here hasn't been so bad either. When it comes to life and things like that, do you get flowers like that here?
Sometimes they're never very bright. I don't know where you got this one, but it's a lot brighter than most of the things out here.
Oh, I could say there's one thing that's brighter than that rose.
Sorry, I'm so awkward.
It's okay.
I feel like Arena would know how to respond to that.
It's okay. I think Quinn would go on and say, like, in some places out there, back where I come from, there's so many of them that they all blend into each other. But I've never seen someone who could make a rose look prettier.
Well, Thank you very much for the rose.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for making watches go a little faster.
I'll do my best.
Maybe tonight you can join me again.
Bye-bye. Maybe we can feed the birds again. If they're still around.
Quinn looks back at the birds to see them following.
Yeah, they're still around.
I think we can count on that. It's a date then, Arena. And Quinn rides off forward. There we go. That's it done. That's a flirting done.
That was so cute. It was so corny.
That's what I mean. Quinn's not meant to be corny, but I'm the one piloting her, and then
Well, see, I've always imagined like Quinn as being more like a she has like a you know, like she's got like a a girlfriend in every port kind of thing. She's never been like super committed to it. She's like she's a heartbreaker kind of deal. And
that is what she's meant to be like, but I can't do that.
no, but that's the thing is like I can imagine Quinn genuinely being like awkward with like commitment and stuff like that, and like actual romance. So Quinn's like, you know, she'll pick up like girls in like towns all the time, but like actually having like a more nuanced like romantic relationship is something should be like abort mission.
Yeah, she normally is, but everybody's apparently witnessed it, and she's like, I can't chicken out. I can do this romance thing.
She's like a fucking you know, she's a fucking like pickup artist, and you know, being forced to, you know, participate in like a 90s like rom-com. So
Quinn is like the I will just not say anything to somebody and physically flirt, but then when she has to speak out loud, nah, man.
well, because Quinn is like, you know, Quinn you know, people fall at her feet. She doesn't have to. She's not meant to she's not meant to be falling at other people's feet.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Can't just put a hot lady night in front of somebody and then be like, oh fuck, no, I need to do something.
She needs to actually work at it.
Yeah, god damn it. But yeah. So that was my awkward in-character flirting. Y'all witnessed it.
It was amazing.
But yeah, we've already decided when we're playing next and like gone through all that. So.
Should we leave it on that happy note then?
Yeah, that we will play again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, hope people had fun.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See
it
you
was really
guys.
fun. Good night.
Yeah, good night. Yeah.
Bye. And goodbye, stream. We will be back on Wednesday with more Fallout 4. Till we finish the game. It's so much suffering. Okay, bye.